Alright, hello guys. So today I'm going to be showing you guys how to make a CSGO skin. There are two methods of doing this. The first method is far easier and you need Photoshop CS6. The second method is more difficult, but you can use absolutely any image editing software whatsoever for this. So for the first method that I'll be showing you, we'll be using this skin essentially. So with this method, you can just draw using Photoshop CS6. You first get the files from here, which the link will be in the description below, and then you open the OBJ file, you find the file, you open the OBJ file, and you can edit it. So let's say I have opened it and I've edited it to this point. Let's say I just want to add some random red. So you can just put on layer 1, just draw some red, but we do not want that. So if I want it on a different layer, let's say like this, all you do is you hit merge down, and then it merges down. So that's how you do that. So this is the easiest method, and then once you're done with that, you click on layer 1, you have the object mesh layer, and then you hit edit texture, and then you save this as a TGA file. So you go in, save as, save it whatever name you want, and you save it as a targa, a TGA. And then I can close that. Now the more difficult method is you open the TGA file, and you have to edit onto this. So you can just draw on it however you want. Let's say we just doodle like this. This is what skin, the skin won't look good like this. This is more difficult because you have to piece together which parts go where. And it's not fun to edit like this. I've tried it. I failed miserably the first time. It's not fun whatsoever. So once you're done this, you save this as a targa the exact same way, and you call it a day right there. So once you do what you do once you've saved it as a TGA file, a targa, you hop over into VTF editor, which I will share in the description, and you can just file open. You can just open up your targa file. So let's say I already have a ton of files, so you just hit file import. Let's say you want to import the one we just worked on. So you hit open, and then you hit OK. Options should be set to default, and you have this. Then you hit file save as, and then you name it whatever you want and save it as a VTF file, valve text file. Alright, so then once you're done that, you can hop over into CSGO, and I'll see you guys over in CSGO. Alright guys, welcome back. Now that we're in CSGO, what you need to do is you need to open up the CSGO console, which you can enable that in options, which I believe it's in game settings, and enable developer console. You want this to be set to yes, and you can open this using the tilde key on your keyboard. If you don't have one, you can change the key in, I believe, keyboard and mouse. So open your console, type in workshop _ workbench. Then this will open up this little window here. You can drag it to be bigger or smaller using this little side window there. You can drag that bigger, smaller, that bigger, smaller. Really, you can just make it the size you want. So once you're in here, you can just play around with all of these. You got solid color, so if you want to make your skin just like one giant color, like one interesting color, it'll look like this. Doesn't look fabulous, doesn't look terrible, but it looks terrible. If you any skin type that you want, you can just come into here and edit. So since I was making an M4A1S skin, you click on this right here if you want to find the gun you were working on. So if you were working on a Desert Eagle, for example, you just click that and you can open a Desert Eagle. But I was working on the M4A1S, so you click that, changes the gun to an M4A1S. If you want stat track to be shown, you click on the show stat track button, or checkbox. If you want name tag, it shows where the name tag would be. And just don't play with these. You can play with this. This is the wear of the gun, but right now we have the default, so wear doesn't matter. You can play with these. It shows different angles, so you can get a green screen, workbench, where it's just coming back and forth. When you're in workbench, you can hit the pause button to pause it. You can move it side by side using this. Just speed up the workbench thing, and you can move the gun upside down like this. You can change its angles so people can see the different angles of the skin. Now when you're holding it, you can't do the same thing, but what you can do is you can inspect and pause. You can you can also hit reload. You can't do the roll function, but you can also see the UV chart of what's what on the skin. It's not the most helpful, but it's still helpful. So let's say now we want to do a custom paint job or a gunsmith. Personally, gunsmith's a new one. It's pretty nice. So I'm just gonna hop into there, and I'm going to choose my pattern. So you find the file that you saved your VTF file in. Has to be the VTF, and HE3. So it probably will look a little messed up at first when you open it. Most of the skins I've ever worked on looked ridiculously messed up. So the way to fix this is don't mess around with these settings whatsoever. You want to check ignore weapon size scale. You want to check turn pattern offset end to 0. You want pattern offset Y end to 0. And then you want the pattern rotate end to also be at 0. And by the time you do this, gun will look how it should and normally. So once it looks the way you're aiming for it to look, you have completed that part of the of workshop. You've got your gun set up, got all that. If you hop into UV chart, you can just see here that this is what it looks like on the UV chart. So once you're done with that, you click save as, title it whatever you want, and it'll save all of these settings, and it will save it to where you save it with the title you save it. So once you save it, you can hit submit, but you have to save it first, and once you hit submit, you can submit your skin to the workshop. So just some messing around things. This is what this skin looks like when you inspect it. Remember, it's only day 1 work in progress. It's still got a long way to go. Yeah, so that's what the pattern looks like. So yeah, thank you all for watching. I hope you learned a lot on how to make CSGO skins, and I hope you all make your own great CSGO skins. Thanks.